This is Sam from Uniondale, and you're tuning in to another edition of the Sam I Analyze Show. The Knicks lose a sloppy one. Let's analyze. I didn't do a video after the Indiana game because I wanted to see. I'm like, wow, the Knicks. What is it? 4 games in 5 nights. I'm like, let's see if the Knicks can hunker down and get this W and get it done. You know, Brunson with the game winner the night before, and then they celebrated the cup. They acknowledged that the Knicks before the game that they won the cup. No banner, and listen, I'm with that. I like my opinion. No banner. It's not an NBA title. It's not an NBA, it's not a championship banner. So smart move by the Knicks, and I applaud it. Now let's get to business here. The 76ers saw Joel Embiid. They came to the Garden and beat the Knicks to the tune of 116-107. This game was sloppy, y'all. But, I'm watching the game and I'm like, wait a minute. 4 games in 5 nights. And listen, the night before, I thought Jalenbrunson had no legs. He found a way to get that game-winning shot. And I'm like, there's no way he's going to find a way to be captain, clutch, and everything in this game. And you saw it. He had heavy legs. He just looked out of sorts. Yes, he did. I mean, Jalenbrunson still gave the Knicks. He played 37 minutes. He had 22 points, but he shot 7 for 22 from the field, 1 for 7 from 3. He was 7 for 8 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 9 assists. Look, listen, he was a minus 11. He didn't have a good night at all. OG Anunoby, 32 minutes, only 2 points, 1 for 9 from the field, 0 for 4 from 3, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, and a block. Listen, the turnovers, it was sloppy. It was sloppy. It was sloppy. The Knicks they ended up with 18 turnovers. And Tyler Kolek, who was looking like Jalenbrunson light, these last few games playing well. He only played 15 minutes, but it was one of his worst games in a while. He had 4 turnovers. So the Knicks as a whole, I was upset. I'm like, oh, it's sloppy, and then I'm like, wait a minute, they just look spent. I'm like, oh, here come the Sixers. Where do the Sixers rank when it comes to the Eastern Conference standing? They rank 5th. They rank 5th, and the Knicks are 2nd. But I'll tell you this: 4 games in 5 nights. The last time the Sixers played? They said that during the telecast. I said, that must be wrong. They said they last played on Sunday, y'all. That would explain a lot. So when I saw that, I'm like, the Knicks are tired. You could see it. And then some people call me out. You look tired. So, yeah, I've been tired these last few days. I'm not going to hold you, but I'm here. I didn't do a video yesterday. I'm doing it now. And look, listen. When I analyzed it, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. We'll get the Sixers back. I mean, the Sixers too had, they wanted to get the Knicks back for Abu Dhabi. The Knicks, I think, beat them twice out there. Obviously, preseason doesn't matter. But, the Sixers have a great team. With Embiid, without Embiid, they've got a nice young squad. They got lucky with, the Long Island kid in Edgecombe, VJ Edgecombe from Long Island. He played 38 minutes, 23 points. He was 10 for 18. I mean, I think he's going to be in the conversation for Rookie of the Year, depending on what the team does. I think he's definitely going to be in the conversation. But we shall see. PG 13, 33 minutes. He was at only 7 points, 2 for 10. I mean, look, 76ers, they've got young talent, but they are a mess financially. You're paying PG 13, 200 something million. I think Joel Embiid, 300 million. That's their problem. Whatever. But they've got something for sure in VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey, and good for them. Quentin Grimy came back off the bench with the Sixers. 18 minutes, he had 5 points, and he looked like Grimes. And at times, by the way, the Sixers' defense looked pretty good. They did give the Knicks problems, but again, I think I factor in the fact that I'm factoring the 4 games in 5 nights. And look, if Brunson didn't get that game winner, basically the game winner, it wasn't a buzzer beater, the Knicks would be on a 2-game losing streak, but that's not the case. They get a day off, and they get a day off today, and then they go play Miami comes into town. So we'll see. The schedule makers, and I don't know if it's because of the, obviously because of the Cup, they had to go to Vegas. But then the Knicks, not only do they get Miami on, on Sunday, but then somehow, some way, I believe they go to Tuesday. They go to, they play a game. I want to say they've got the Timberwolves before the Christmas Day game against the Cavs. So, look, listen, these guys get paid the big bucks. This is what they have to do. But once I realized what it was, I'm not concerned. Obviously, the Sixers are very talented. I've said it since last year. I don't think Joel Embiid will ever be the same again. Mitchell Robinson. Whoa. How did I not? Mitchell Robinson had a great game, and I don't know if he channeled in his disdain for the Sixers. He's never said anything, but I know after what Embiid did to him, I don't know what it was, but Mitchell Robinson, congratulations and shout out to him. Mitchell Robinson, y'all. He was 7 for 8 from the field. He had 21 points. He had a double-double, 16 rebounds, but 7 for 8 from the free throw line. Bravo, Mitchell Robinson. He aimed for the back of the rim, and he made them. So, listen, it was a great night for Mitch. Not so much for the Knicks, but you turn the page, you keep it moving. You have Miami coming in on tomorrow, and we start a new streak. The Knicks are still number 2 in the East, and they are, where are we right now? In the last 10, they're 8-2, and the Knicks are 2 games back from the Pistons. They still haven't played the Pistons yet, so that can change once they play them. So that's it. We move on. We keep it moving. Now it's that time. The World Series champions Dodgers have a record $169 million luxury tax after winning their 2nd straight World Series. I'd like to thank you for tuning in, folks. I'm on most social media platforms at SamIAnalyze. Please like, share, subscribe, and you see that notification bell to the right. Please click on that. That will let you know the next time I drop another video. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, à tout à l'heure.